And no matter what time it is, because time is one of our most precious gifts. If you watch this video, share it, or even just look at the links below and on this channel's front page. If you can follow simple instructions, you will be compensated for your time and attention. Now, I'm not going to lie, because I believe in complete transparency. To receive compensation, you are going to have valid identification, be a citizen of a country authorized by the platform I'm going to show you, and you are going to have some funds of your own. To be clear, it takes money to make money, and even in the world of cryptocurrency, a 20% return on investment, or ROI of 20% on an invested amount of $0, still works out to a net holding of $0. For many of you, this may be your first training on cryptocurrencies, and for others, you may already be seasoned veterans. Some of you may be professional traders of stocks and bonds, and others may be real estate investors. Now, whether you are at an early stage in your life of investments or getting ready to wind down and enjoy all the abundance that life has to offer you, one thing that every great teacher will say is that the greatest investment you can make is in yourself. It is my hopes that this video and this channel offers all of you something of value. And if it does, please take a minute to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel and share it. Welcome to Our Crypto Kingdom. Seriously, welcome to Our Crypto Kingdom, a channel inspired by technology, unity, and the current opportunities of the human race to rise to heights never dreamed possible before. Crypto assets are a type of digital asset, and recent developments in the market have begun to migrate ownership of crypto assets into that of real-world assets. Think of holding your bank card and a handful of money or fiat currency. Your bank card is essentially a key to the digital valuation of the money you have in the bank, and the cash is a real-world asset. Gone are the days where owning crypto assets referred to simply a digital asset. They use cryptography, peer-to-peer networking, and a public ledger to create new crypto offerings and verify and secure transactions without a middleman or a bank. Crypto assets often have one or more of the following properties: a medium of exchange, similar to fiat currencies, a function that is specific to the business or issuer, or an ownership or profit interest in a business, a commodity, or a physical asset. To review, we have a medium of exchange, a specific function, or an ownership of interest in a business. Crypto assets include cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, stablecoins, initial coin offerings, ICOs, and crypto funds like crypto exchange traded funds or ETFs, and as mentioned above, real-world assets. And though this is not something I will get into in this video, it is definitely something that I'm most optimistic about as we continue to develop new uses and implementations for blockchain technologies. Though many have often cited these products as high-risk products, the implementation into real-world assets and the adoption by mainstream financial institutions like BlackRock is showing that there is an increasing degree of stability in cryptocurrencies. When we think of migrating crypto asset ownership to a representation of a real-world asset, we are further empowering the people and the communities that these real-world assets are consumed or utilized in. What we are seeing is the mainstream adoption of cryptography and adherence to regulations, making sure everything checks and balances. If you have listened this far, I'm grateful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share as we bring you the industry news and informational content for you to increase your knowledge and your wealth. We know that wealth is not a bad thing, as it is one of the tools you have to empower and improve the lives of others. As a bit of motivation, let's consider the wealth that you would have if you had spent just $10 on Bitcoin and forgot about it until today. If you invested $10 in 2010, you would be holding nearly 24 million Canadian dollars right now. That is a 240,000 ROI, or return on your investment, and it represents an annual rate of return of 488%. If you waited until 2015 to invest, the value of your Bitcoin would be about $4,000. Now, that is a pretty big difference, but it is still an ROI of 40,000% and an APR, or annual return, of nearly 150%. If we look at the value of your investments, would be, if you waited until 2020 to invest, your $10 would be worth nearly $80, which is nearly a 700% ROI and an APR of 50%. Sure, you may be thinking you missed the bubble, but when you look at the numbers above and think about the last time you went into a bank or talked with an investment broker, you will see that without any institutional or professional help, you simply buying and holding $10 of Bitcoin has outperformed any offering that you are likely to find with investment brokers or banks. Now, if we think about the consolidation of wealth and the companies that always seem to be doing well, it would be banks and investment firms. Do you not think it is a little odd that you never see a bank going bankrupt? What is even more suspicious is that we truly do not know what banks are doing with our money or how much they are using to operate their bank. And this is another of the most important parts of blockchain technology. Everyone can see and verify the transactions that have occurred on the blockchain. If we look at the following, we can see the steps of how the purchase of a cryptocurrency is completed. First, the request to purchase the crypto is authenticated. That basically means that the network ensures that you, the holder of the wallet, and the holder of the funds that are going to be used to buy the cryptocurrency are legitimate. This request creates the next block on the chain. Once the block is created, it is sent to the network, and here is where it is validated. Once it is validated, the digital asset is sent to your digital wallet. This creates an update on the network, and your block is officially added to the chain. What is even better is that the validation is not just done by one user or one computer, it is done by multiple users, and these validators get a reward for validating the transaction. So how does crypto exist? Crypto assets only exist on the blockchain. The only way they can be accessed and used is by knowing the private key associated with the address that the blockchain says is the owner of the assets. When you buy crypto, you don't download or hold them as a file on your own device. You hold the assets in a digital address on a blockchain. Wallets are technologies or products that help you manage the keys associated with the assets on the blockchain. Though many people rely exclusively on digital wallets, there are also physical wallets that are much like a USB stick that one can store their digital assets on. Your digital wallet comes with an assigned public key and a private key, which are comprised of a string of letters and numbers. Much like your fingerprint, every wallet has its own address, and many wallets have more than one address. The reason is that some people will choose to hold a variety of different cryptocurrencies, and each currency operates on its own blockchain and requires a wallet address on that chain. And one wallet can have multiple addresses. This is how a digital wallet or a cold storage wallet, which is one that you can take offline, can store multiple currencies and digital assets. The most common ways to buy crypto are through crypto asset trading platforms, initial coin offerings or ICOs, and kiosks. Crypto trading platforms are newer firms that may not have controls to keep your money safe. Many exchanges are based outside of Canada, and most of the best ones are based outside of Canada. For those who think that it is smarter to use platforms that are registered with Canadian securities regulators, they have obligations around safeguarding customers' accounts. Sure, but still, if a platform ignores its obligations, your money could be in jeopardy. In the transcript of this video, you will see a list of trading platforms registered to do business in Canada, and if you keep up with this channel, I will be doing a review on all of them. ICOs are a way for companies to raise money using cryptocurrencies. To run an ICO, a company sells its own coins or tokens to the public. Often the issuer writes a white paper or article describing its plans and uses for the ICO's proceeds. These documents are not prospectuses, which are disclosure documents required by securities laws. For this reason, ICO documentation may not present all of the important details about the offering you should consider before making an investment. You generally buy into an ICO with another cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin or Ether. Sometimes ICOs allow purchases with a government-backed currency like Canadian dollars, and in return, ICO issuers create digital coins that can have a range of uses. Sometimes the coins can only be used to purchase the company's products and services. In other cases, the coin exists to hold value relative to other cryptocurrencies. The function of the coin may be a factor used to determine if the coin is a security. Some companies offer crypto for sale at a physical kiosk, often branded as an ATM or automated teller machine, which lets you insert cash in exchange for crypto assets. If you already have a public key, the kiosk can send your crypto to that public key. Otherwise, the kiosk often can assign you a new public key and private keys and then print these keys off for you on a slip of paper. Kiosks are not regulated, so before purchasing crypto at a kiosk, make sure you understand the fees you're being charged. Keep any private keys you receive secure and do not share them with anyone. As we begin this journey together, I hope that you have learned something, and I have included all of the narrative and the appropriate section, and though I have yet to explain how to buy and trade crypto, I've also included my referral links to BYDFI, Build Your Dream Finance, and Coinbase, two of the tools that I support and tried and tested. Right now, if we think of crypto like the vehicles we use to get from A to B, we can admit that very few of us know all the inner workings of a vehicle. But we know how to drive it and how to use them. And that is going to be the focus of this channel. How we can use cryptocurrency to increase our wealth and also how we can use it to address some of the greatest opportunities our species has for improvement. One love, welcome to Our Crypto Kingdom.